Coach, just you enter the season number 11 in the country. Talk about what you've seen from the team this fall and what you've seen the first couple weeks of practice as you head into your season opener this weekend.
Well, I'm very impressed with what our girls are doing. We had a conversation at the end of the year last year about how we were going to do things moving forward, and man, have they bought in, and their work ethic has been top notch. So every practice, I'm ready to go home, and I look, and there's still 5 or 6 of them out there getting some extra swings or doing some extra work, and and that's awesome. So team chemistry is really good right now. The work ethic's good. We have an experienced team with 10 seniors. We have 18 total players. 10 of them are seniors. So that's a really good thing for this year. It's a little scary for the future, but for right now, it's a good thing. And the good thing is they're acting like seniors. They're mature. They're handling their business. They're taking care of themselves. They're holding themselves accountable. And when you got those kind of things going, that's exciting going into the season.
You were swept in last season's South Central Regional. How will that motivate your team all season to reach new heights and even exceed expectations?
That's in the past. We're looking forward. I don't even know who we played. WT,
Oklahoma Christian and WT.
So yeah, that's obviously that's something that we talked about back then about using it as motivation. But we honestly that's in the past, and we're looking forward to Regis and Pitt State on Friday, and then Mesa and Mines on Saturday, and then finish up with Southeastern Oklahoma on Sunday. So that's where we are, and like I said, I really like the mindset of our team.
You returned 13 players, 11 of whom are seniors. Talk about what you've noticed within your team and its upperclassmen leadership, and how it's translated to the field in the first few weeks, and how you expect it to motivate your team all season.
Well, it's like I said, they're excited about finishing their careers on a really, really high note. We know we're strong in the pitching circle. We have 6 pitchers that we truly trust. So we can throw a lot of variety at people. Obviously having Cheyenne back as the conference pitcher of the year last year and an All-American is huge. Had a little bit of issue with her shoulder in the fall, but that's gone away. She's looks sharp again right now. So we've got Madeline Wacko, Amelia Hathorn, Avery Gunther, and then a true freshman in Bree Waters, who also plays some first base and hit for us. She's another strike thrower that can move it around. And then a redshirt freshman, Reagan Sucher, who had a really good fall for us, and another one that we feel confident can go in and get Lone Star top hitters out. So, we're in great shape in the circle. If something happens and we do have a bad day, we can get them out immediately. We don't have to continue to ride and hope they can figure it out. So, we can have quick triggers and just try to play matchups with some teams.
So you would say your team's depth, especially in the pitching rotation, is your greatest advantage this season?
So yeah, and then we've got a lot of returners offensively, and we hope that we can have some build upon their success that they had last year, and we had a bunch of 270, 280 hitters this year that we really feel like could be 330, 340 hitters this year, and if that happens, we're going to be tough. And offensively, you look at Tatiana Trotter as a returner. I think she was a second-team all-conference kid last year. Really works her tail off and really puts in the extra time in the batter's box and in the cages and all that good stuff. And then Leilana Applin, another one that a dynamic type player. And then a lot of players that around those two that if they can have really good years, we're going to be really good. But we're going to be up and down, and when you get into conference play, you're going to face some really good pitchers, and you can't expect to go out and score 6-7 runs to win games. That's why our pitching is important, because if we run against a pitcher who's having a really good day, we know that we've got the kids that can match them, and it should be a lot of fun.
Coach, you already mentioned your 5 opponents this weekend. What are some of the things that you're wanting to see from your team to kind of give yourself a nice start going into the rest of the season?
Well, the complex that we play at in Conroe, the Scrapyards complex, it's a beautiful, all artificial turf. I mean, even the fan areas is artificial turf. So I don't know if you ever have to walk on a blade of grass when you enter that complex, but it's dated a little bit, and it's a hard surface compared to a lot of your newer artificial turf complexes. So It plays difficult. You see a lot of errors made that weekend out of everybody. So, defense, if we can go out and play really good defense, because, I said we have a lot of pitchers that we trust, but we're not necessarily huge strikeout numbers. We know we're going to need to play defense. And, Avery Gunther at third base has just had an incredible career last year, or not a career, but year last year with us, and another great fall. So, she's going to be vital at third. Leilana, we've moved to short, and we need her to be really, really good. Aaron Plunkett looks phenomenal at second. So we need that infield defense to be really good. I think that'll be one of the key factors for us, is being able to play ground ball defense. And if we can do that, and keep those pitchers to go out and work and get ground balls that turn into outs, then, that's obviously going to be huge for us. And this weekend at that complex, it's going to be really big because of the surface that you are playing on.
And then, of course, we already know some of the top stars for your team. But who's maybe a player or two that you would say is like somebody who people aren't paying attention to too much, that you think have a big impact for your team this year?
Well, there's several, but I guess you could start with Abby Brand behind the plate. We were so blessed to have Keely Garcia behind the plate for 5 years. One of the great catchers. We've had a long line of great catchers here at Angelo State, and we're going to miss Keely behind the plate, but Abby was here last year. She got to learn behind Keely, and she had a really good fall, and we loved her in the recruiting process, and we feel like she's going to be able to step in and with huge shoes to fill, but I think she's going to do a great job behind the plate. So that's kind of a key factor. Obviously, you got to have a good catcher because they're going to see the ball coming at them every pitch. Zoe DeBaca is off to a really good start at first base. She hit 270 something last year, and we're hoping for more out of her this year. Carter Smith, at the beginning of the year, will step in and take that leadoff spot as a slapper. Again, I think she was another one around 280, 290 last year, which as a slapper is okay. We hope to have that leadoff type kid around that 350, 360 range. And, Aaron Plunkett had an up and down year last year after a great career at McLennan Junior College. But she's really comfortable. She's come into her own here. She's in her comfort zone here now, so she can put up some big numbers for us as well. And Lauren Dela Cruz is another one that broke her foot the first game of the year last year. So she missed a lot of the year and just never did really get back on track. And we think that she's comfortable right now. She's healthy, probably in the best shape that she's been in years. And I think that's going to pay off. I just hope that this group, like I said, they've put in a lot of work. They're doing everything the right way, and I really personally hope that they reap the rewards for that.
Thank you, Coach.
Good.